Hi, I'm Liz Ferry, Director of Curriculum Development at Yeti Academy. Welcome to Yeti Academy 101, Getting Started. Today, we're going to look at some of the features of our Yeti Academy platform and also some getting started instructions. After that, we'll take a look at the student view of our platform. If you have not signed up, I encourage you to visit our website at yetiacademy.com, and you can use the Try It for Free button. So let's talk briefly about how to navigate the Yeti Academy platform. When you log in, you're going to see a dashboard that looks very similar to this. You'll notice the left side menu that has the dashboard button highlighted. That dashboard button is really your home base. So that's what's going to return you to the main screen. No matter where you are in the platform, it's easy to navigate back to this home screen, which again looks like this. The next tab that we're going to take a look at is the Classes tab. You'll notice that the Staff and Setting buttons have a little star next to them. Those are found in the administrator's dashboard. So that's not something that teachers are going to see on login. So again, looking at that class button, this is where teachers will have the opportunity to add or import a class. We're going to take a look at how to do that specifically in a moment. And then also, I wanted to bring your attention to the little box that's next to the class itself. Clicking on this box will bring up a flyout menu of choices. So things that you can do here with the class, you're going to select the action you'd like to perform here, anything from edit and delete classes, adding teachers, exporting students, etc. Also, in the Classes tab, you're able to click directly on a class, and that's going to bring up the students that are included in that class. So here you can see students are highlighted and the student list is included. You can see there are also additional menu options across the top, like assignments, gradebooks, activity log, etc. Selecting the box next to one of your student names is going to bring out a flyout menu of options from the right-hand side, where you have some options here. You are able to print login cards, reset passwords. You're even able to log in as a student, so you can do that to engage with the platform or troubleshoot if students are having a particular question or issue. Also within the Classes tab, you're able to click directly on the name of a student. Now that's going to bring up a different menu of choices. This will let you view their progress, curriculum, etc. So you can see that that menu across the top is going to show some additional viewing options. Let's go ahead and take a look at curriculum. This is something that teachers are going to use a lot. So under the curriculum menu, you're going to select the category of the curriculum and then the course itself. And this is going to let you see student progress for that course. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Students tab. This is going to let you make edits to students. Again, you can access that student account in a couple different ways. You can click on the box next to the student name to bring out that flyout menu, or you can click directly on the name of the student, and that's going to give you more options, including a student summary, badges, etc. This is also where you're going to be able to adjust the accommodations and accessibility options for your students. So again, this is done in the Students tab and not under Classrooms. Next, we have the Reports tab, and this is going to generate reports for classes or for your school. You can see that Class Report is highlighted in the top menu button, and you're going to go ahead and make your selections using the drop-down arrows. Here, you'll select the report that you want, the class that you want. the student or all the students. And after you've made your selections, you will click the Run button, and that will show you the report you've selected. We also have reports that are specific to the school or class using the School Report button. Again, you'll make those selections using the drop-down arrows for the type of report that you'd like to see. And after you've made your selections, you can choose the Run Report button. Next on the teacher dashboard, we have the Curriculum tab. This is going to show the categories and the types of courses that we offer. So you can see that curriculum is highlighted there on the left-hand side. And you can also see that we offer curriculum in a range of topics. These will also have different grade levels. We have coding, we have science, digital literacy, digital citizenship, etc. To select a particular class, you're going to select that type of curriculum, and then that will show you the courses that are included in that topic area. For a moment, let's take a look at the administrator dashboard, and we're going to look at the staff tab. So this is where administrators are able to add staff. So again, we'll use that staff tab from the left side menu and the plus staff button to add staff members. Like in the student menu, you can select the box next to the name, or you can click on the name itself. Whichever you choose, that's going to bring up the opportunity to edit that teacher account. Also on the administrator dashboard, we have the settings tab. This is going to allow school administrators to customize their experience a little bit more and focuses on school management. So clicking through the buttons across the top menu will allow that administrator to make any needed changes or edits to their account. You can see authorized use policy is highlighted. That's something that we have a copy of, but you are also able to use your own acceptable use policy if you have one. Again, these will all take place in the settings tab. So adjusting that acceptable use policy, changing time settings, permission, gradebook, etc. We also have the school portal. This allows you to customize your sign-on page. This helps students and teachers to know that they're in the right location, and also gives an opportunity for a little school pride with your name, mascot, etc. So now let's take a look at how to get started. We're going to go through some of the step-by-step instructions, beginning with adding classes. So a lot of times administrators will add classes for teachers. Teachers, if it has not already been added by your administrator, you're able to add a class here with the Add Class button under the Classes tab. This will bring up a pop-up text box where you're able to add your class information. If you choose the option to import a class from Google Classroom, this is also going to add students directly into that class. The other option that you have is to import a class. Again, if this has not been done by your administrator, you're able to import a class here using the Classes tab. Choose the Import Classes button. And when you do that, directions will appear that will show you how to upload a CSV file, and a sample file for that is also available. So you have your classes. Now you're going to want to add some students. You can add them directly into a specific class. So from the Classes tab, you will select the name of the class. That's going to bring up that list of students. And from there, you're able to click on the student icon. This is going to let you add students in several ways. You can add a single student if you just have a new student join your class. You can add a block of students, invite students to join with a class code, or you're able to import students, again, using a CSV file. So you have your class, you have your students, now they need something to work on. So let's look at adding curriculum. You're going to address this again from the Classes tab and click directly on the name of your class. That's going to bring up your list of students. You're able to assign curriculum to the whole class at once by checking on the little box that's at the top of the list of names, or you can add it for a single student by selecting the box in front of that student's name. After you have selected who you'd like to assign the curriculum to, you will select the Assign Curriculum button. This is going to show you what course options are available using a drop-down list. You'll go ahead and make your selection of the desired course, and when you have that, click Assign. That will automatically add that to students. Next, let's take a look at teacher resources. This is something that's very important to us at Yeti Academy. We want to make sure that teachers have everything that they need to feel ready to teach these classes. So teacher resources are important. Let's take a look at how to access these. We're going to do that beginning with the Curriculum tab from the left side menu. And you're going to click on the type of course that you'd like to use. Here you're going to click on the lessons box. That's going to open the lessons for that particular course. And you're going to access teacher resources in a couple different ways. You're able to see resources for the course itself from this main screen. So to do that, you're going to click on the teacher button, general resources for the course. So these are going to include things like scope and sequence, your welcome letter. This will have your curriculum map showing the standards for the course as a whole. So clicking on a particular category is going to drop down and show you those resources that are included under that category. We also have resources that are specific to the lesson. So let's take a look at how to find those. To find those specific resources, you're going to click on a unit tile. So we'll start here with digital influence. And there are a few things that I'd like to show you here, beginning number one with the student lessons. So to view these, you just click the view button and that's going to show you that student content. The tabs across the top are going to note the different student modalities that are included within that lesson. Next, teacher resources for specific lessons are included here with the teacher button. Again, you're going to access this in the same way. Our goal here is to provide teachers with everything that they need to be successful. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lesson plan for lesson 1.1 of theme park. You can see measurable statements on the lesson plans are included as unit or concept questions, essential questions, and our target questions are more specific learning objectives. Another thing that's great about our lessons is our teaching tools and printables section. So this is going to really provide those resources that teachers need linked specific to this document and this lesson. So any of these resources are going to open as a link. And so that will be the first page of the lesson plan. And then after that are the teacher notes. These are going to be very specific step-by-step instructions on how to complete the included lesson activities, very detailed, including teacher tips. You might find a place to order some unique supplies or resources that you might need. These will often show completed student examples, just so that you as a teacher know what you're looking for as students complete assignments. The next area is standards. And again, standards are by lesson and included here. This particular course is on digital literacy, so we're including the ISTE student standards and then also Common Core anchoring standards in areas like speaking, listening, and writing. So now we've taken a look at the teacher side a little bit. Let's take a look at how students will access and use Yeti Academy. Because we are an ed tech company, obviously digital citizenship is very important to us. And these ideas are intentionally included and woven throughout our lessons. We also definitely make an effort to make student materials engaging, relatable, have them relevant, and have real world topics and examples. Again, obviously, these are going to be based on grade level, but we also want to have some varied learning experiences so that students can learn in a way that works for them. So as students log in, they're going to begin with a dashboard. This will show the courses that have been added into their account and includes a menu bar at the top that's going to show assignments, the leaderboards, points, badges, and also their customizable avatar. So for students to work in a class, they're going to click on one of the tiles. So again, let's choose theme park since we used that earlier. And you can see this is the login screen for students, the dashboard for this course. Navigation buttons are here for students at the top of the screen. They will click on a unit tile to see the included lessons. And then if they need to go back to their dashboard, this button in the bottom right will return them to their main dashboard screen. So within a lesson itself, students will click on the start button to begin that lesson or to review or finish one that they have already started or completed. Completed lessons are noted with a gold star. So it turns from gray to gold after the student has completed the lesson. Just a few examples of some of the things that students will see. These lessons are set sequentially so that students must complete them in order. That can, of course, be turned off by the teacher, but it's set so that students can't jump ahead or jump around. They need to complete the lessons in order. And again, those tabs at the top are going to show the student modalities that are included in that lesson. So we'll just take a look briefly at a couple of the things that students are going to see. Our Empower tab is a practice tab that lets them review summary ideas and lesson vocabulary. Those are included here in flashcards. So this little icon opens digital flashcards. Students are able to respond to how well they know this particular idea. If they know it, they won't see it as often as it comes up through the stack as if they choose one of the other options. Also included in the Empower tab is the quiz game. This is a timed quiz complete with a leaderboard. Again, this is a low stakes formative assessment where students are able to answer multiple choice questions. So music can be turned on or off. There is also a countdown timer for the time remaining in that particular question. And after the quiz, students are able to see their score and they'll see how they stack up on the leaderboard. They're also given the option to replay the quiz. Our Evaluate tab, this is another formative self-assessment. Students are able to take a little quiz and that's graded and scored automatically. The kids are able to get immediate feedback on those questions that they got right and those that they got wrong. So as a teacher, obviously, we're always trying to keep track of our students' progress and our students' grades. So I'm going to show you the ways that you can access that here. So beginning with student progress, this is going to happen in the Reports tab. And again, this is from the left side menu that's always present on your screen. You're going to make selections using the drop-down arrows as far as the type of a report you'd like, the class. You can select a single student or all your students, and then choose Run Report, and that's going to show you progress throughout the course. The other option is to check on grades. So here we're going to access this through the Classes tab. We're going to pick the course title, which is going to bring up our student names. And then we're going to click on grade books from the top menu. You see these little numbers here. These are showing ungraded assignments that I have to score as a teacher. Here we're able to bring up a progress report, including filters for if we want a grade or a percentage. We can adjust to show one student again or all of our students. We can adjust how we want to see that score, and we can show the unit. So if we just want a single unit, a group of units, the whole course, etc. And then if we click directly on a student grade, that's going to open up a box showing the details for that grade. So we can make updates here to scores, etc. For example, if a student resubmits and we want to go back and adjust that grade in particular, we can do that here. So help for getting started. There are 5 primary ways that you can get help. The first is to email us at support@yetiacademy.com. We have a fantastic support team ready to help you with any questions that you have. The other option is to click the chat box. This is located in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. You can add any questions that you have here. I'd also like to show you our solution center. So this is built right into our platform. You can access this directly under your profile picture. There's a drop-down menu and you can choose Solution Center here. This will open up another window where you're able to search for specific content that you're looking for. A little tip here, if you're an administrator and you type administrator in the search bar prior to your question, that will bring up material specific to administrators. Same thing for teachers. If you're a teacher and you want information directly for you, if you write teacher in the search bar and then your topic, that'll bring up more pertinent teacher information for you. The next is clicking on the Getting Started button. And again, this is going to be right up by your profile picture, just to the left. You can see the Getting Started button. This has numerous videos on adding classes, adding students, all of those things that you need to know for getting started in videos that you can watch and rewatch. And finally, last is to visit our YouTube channel. Again, we have numerous videos here that can help you get started. So please feel free to reach out with any of these methods that I've mentioned to get some additional help if you need it. Please reach out if you have questions. We want you to feel successful. Thank you for joining me for Yeti University 101.